Jarret, what about you? What started you on this journey?
Well, I was always a street photographer in New York City, specifically for the Black Matter protest in New York. I was kind of grabbed by the horns just coming outside one day. I was aware of the whole George Floyd situation, but one day randomly I was taking a bike ride. I live pretty far from the actual hub of the city, so I think in the beginning, late May, I was unaware that they even had protests on the scale that they did. I think it was the end May 29th probably, and I was just on a bike ride going downtown randomly with one of my friends, and to my surprise there was a whole line of like a ridiculous amount of police just lined up already ready to combat a bunch of protesters that were just screaming for their freedom. George Floyd, they wanted to be heard. And ironically, when I saw them, my city bike was running out of, like, you have to recharge your city bike every 30 minutes.
Right.
So I was like, damn, let me put my city bike down, see what's going on. I didn't even have my camera because I didn't know what was happening. So I parked it. I saw what was happening. People, I think it was in front of Madison Square Garden at the time, they were lighting dumpsters on fire. Police were going back and forth with them. I lost who I was traveling with just because I had my camera and I'm like, oh, let me take advantage of this. Let me try to take a couple photos.
So you're in like the thick of it right now.
So I was in the thick of it, unaware even of what was happening. I'm just like, oh, wow, well, this is right after the pandemic, like literally my first time going to Midtown after months of being trapped in my apartment.
Right.
Yeah.
Just like, oh, let's go downtown. Let's see
what's going on.
see what's
So
happening downtown.
then from that point on, what was it about that experience that you were like, yo, I gotta do this now?
So this is the point. This is the point that grabbed me and made me kind of
dedicate your life to this.
dedicate the rest of, I think it's been 2 years to, I guess, documenting the struggle between humanity and society and what we're all fighting for. In the first 15 minutes that I arrived there, I lost who I was traveling with, and I got a call from them saying, oh, I'm being surrounded by police. I might be getting arrested. And I was like, well, get the fuck away from the police. What are you doing? I saw them over there. I'm like, just go. So like, I can't. So I was like, all right. I thought like I knew what I was doing. I went over there. I was like, hey, like they're with me. We're not even with the protest. We're just passing by. Like just bring her over here. Everything's all right. The cops pointed at me, and they said, get him. And like 5 cops just grabbed me by my shoulders, threw me on the ground, handcuffed me. I was like, what the fuck? I'm just here. What is even going on? I don't know what's happening. I had no idea what was happening.
I don't even know what this is about.
I don't know what it was about.
I just got here, bro.
I just got here trying to get my friend. Like, what's happening?
Yeah.
So I'm on the ground. I'm seeing them arrest all these people around me. And I guess I spent the night locked up. Just from going by. For nothing.
And so from that point.
So I met a few people in there who were activists, and, they kind of broke down what was happening. And from that day, I kind of made myself just available to see the protests and the back and forth of what was happening.
To document it.
So that was the day that kind of strapped me in.
Okay.